G'day, thanks for tuning in. If it's your first time, welcome. Pedal Picassos, I'm Rod, bringing you the Boss Rotary Ensemble RT-2. And what a fun piece of modulation it is. Based on a Leslie that you might have found on a stage somewhere in the 70s, weighing 3 tonne with a Hammond next to it, and an angry keyboard player. No, not at all. They're beautiful people. As are the sounds that can come from a Leslie or an emulation, as per the Boss RT-2. God. Okay, I've got this running into a pair of Moscow audio amp emulation pedals. The AC30 is the orange one, and the Fender variant is the purple one. Fairly clean. Panned left and right, so you'll find that the AC30 emulation is in your left channel, the Fender is in the right channel, and I've done that so I can split out the RT2 in stereo to give you this lush sound. You know? So you've got 4 knobs, but they look like 2, but you've got an outer ring and an inner ring, so a ganged potentiometer. On the right hand side is your speed controls for slow and fast. The top being your fast control. So in the fast setting you can bring it right down to a slow sweep, right up to a very fast bubble. When you engage slow mode, you can get very slow. Okay, your beautiful blue and red swirling indicator is basically to show the speed of the treble rotor and the bass rotor. Leslie's had very ingenious mechanical setup where you've got a rotating cone or audio projector for both your bass and your treble frequencies. So that's what our little swirling indicator is showing here. So your switch will engage the pedal like bypass now, on. Green is slow mode, and if you hold your foot switch, red is your fast mode. You have switches at the back which will dictate a transition time between slow and fast, and another one which will dictate what the drive function will do. Now, is it switch to drive? It'll be dictating how much drive you can put overdrive. Which is cool. Or balance between your bass rotor and your treble rotor, if you want to adjust those. And it'll store those, and then it'll change those settings when you power the pedal back on and off again. Now, you've got a mode switch, which is 3 stages. A simple separation between bass and treble rotor. A more pronounced stereo mix. And when you go to mode 3, you get real emphasis with your drive. More volume and more overdrive. So you can get really fuzzed out. if you're wanting that drive. You can have some drive in mode 2, but not as pronounced, and you can then clean it up. On one of my boards, I've got a chorus vibrato set up where I use an expression pedal just to ramp up the depth and the transformation of a chorus to a vibrato, and the speed with that as well. Now, you've got input jacks here, so inputs for mono or stereo, outputs mono stereo, but plus you've got an expression pedal input. So you can increase your speed with a treadle, or adjust your speed with a treadle. I'm a fan of that, and a fan of, I suppose, maximising your real estate on your pedal board, as we all are. If you've got a dual mode pedal, fantastic. And this is it. So you can go from slow and I'd probably have a slow chorus mode. Up to a faster vibrato. I liked when you go into mode 3 with that overdrive. So really versatile Leslie emulation. Kudos, hats off to Boss. They always do it well, no doubt. We're not sponsored. We just bought this for the channel to demo it. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know if you've got one, or if you're going to get one, or if you've got something similar. I'm just going to play.